What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Now, before we get into Lucas's interview, this is a Decklist that he used to get top 4 at Maryland States. And as you see, it is another Night March Decklist. And the cool thing about this is he does include Mr.Mime in this list, which I think is really good in his deck. And I know some people have been cutting it out, but I think Mr.Mime is always a necessity since you can play like Joltix with only 30 HP and stuff like that. He did play the one Heart Charm, one Silver Bangle. I asked him about the Heart Charm, of course, to see why he played it. I mean, obviously, Silver Bangle's in there to help do with math. And he does play 2 in 2, which I know a lot of decks aren't playing in either. So it's cool to see that in still around in the Night March deck. But hopefully you enjoyed the interview, and thanks for watching. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today we're doing another States question answer video with Lucas. And Lucas, where are you from?
West Virginia.
Okay. So what states did you play that we're talking about?
Maryland.
Okay. So how'd you end up doing a Swiss?
Swiss. I was doing pretty good at first, but then I didn't lose any of my Swiss rounds.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
What decks did you play against, and did you tie any of them or anything like that?
I tied once, and ID'd at the last round because I was top seed.
Okay.
Seed. But the first match was metal, and I'm not sure if he ran any Dialga or Agrons because all I saw were Edge/EX.
Yeah.
But so I just got you out and made sure I had Joltik, Dimension Valley, so all I had to use was a water energy to get knockouts.
Okay.
And then my second match, it was Flareon, and third, I do pretty. It's pretty. Trying. It's
an easy matchup,
you can go back and forth.
Yeah.
It just depends who gets the faster start, but I ended up 2-0ing him.
Now, would you say that Empoleon helped a lot in this matchup?
I can't remember. I think I got it out the second game, but it wasn't a big necessity.
Okay, okay. So what was your next round?
My next round, I can't entirely remember, but I'm pretty sure it was Virizion Pyroar with Alex Croxton. And so basically I had to get Empoleon out or I was going to lose if he just kept on, if he used Pyroar the whole game. Luckily I got Empoleon out. First turn, the first round, and then I got second turn, second round.
Okay, very nice. So did you end up winning that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the fourth match, it was Donphan, and there was a whole bunch of stuff going on that match because I knocked out his Zekrom, and I drew 2 prizes on accident, so I had to get a judge to call over, and he just randomized the cards, and I got an Acrobike from it. But the thing that helped me win, I won the first game with a Donk. All he had was Hawlucha, had Joltik out, and just donked him the first game. Then the second game, he won. Then the third game, I Lysandered out his Donphan, and I knocked it out. And then he got up another Donphan, and he knocked out my Pumpkaboo with it. So I sent out, or I had a Verse Seeker in hand, so I played Verse Seeker for another Lysander. Lysander out the other Donphan, knocked that out. But then he had to make a play that was either going to win or lose the game for him. And he thought I was going to win because he counted all my Night Marchers, and it was only 120. So he used Wreck to knock out my Mew EX, and all he needed was one reprise. I sent out Joltik, and I had one pile of Night Marchers, and the rest were my other cards.
Yeah. And
I accidentally put one of my Night Marchers in the discard pile. So I actually had 140, got the knockout, and took game for that.
Okay. So, I mean, did you have to call a judge for that, or was your opponent just like, oh, that's okay?
I think he put it in when he was looking through it or something, because he said that he put it in, so I don't know.
Okay, okay. Alright, so what was your next match?
It was Virgin,
Okay.
and this was the game that I tied in. And Raising a Genesect usually isn't that bad of a matchup for me, but I guess it took a while for me to get set up.
Yeah. Now, was this list like just a straight Brazilian Genesect, or did you play in text or anything like that?
It was just straight Raising Genesect.
Oh, okay.
So I remember.
Okay, yeah, that's very true. But why did you end up tying though?
We had a trying to remember. So we were playing. He got a knockout, and I forgot to send up an active, and I started drawing a card, and he didn't take his prize cards yet, so I didn't send out my active, or I didn't promote an active yet before he drew his prize cards, and I already drew for turn, so we had to call a judge, and that had to take up time. But we got like 2 minutes back from it.
Okay. So you ended up tying VG. So what did you play next round?
I can't really remember. I'm pretty sure it was Seismitoad Bats.
Yeah.
And I guess I ended up winning because I only tied once, and
yeah.
I don't remember.
That's fine. That's fine. So
I was tired.
yeah. So was that your last round, or did you have one more left?
There's one more, but IID.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just your first seed.
All right. So now you're in top 8. Do you remember what you played against there?
The first match, I'm pretty sure it was Seismitoad Bats, but it took like 5 or 10 minutes for the game, and I donked him. Well, I didn't donk him, but it was a pretty fast game. I took the win.
Yeah. So did you 2-0 him that game or that series?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're on the top 4. What did you play against there?
Manectric Toad Bats.
Okay. So what did it happen?
And
Very good.
the first game, I took the win, and I can't really remember too much. The second game, he took the win, and I scooped because I discarded all my Versus Seeker and my last name trump card. Only had 2 cards left, and there's no way I was going to come back from it, so I just scooped the second game.
Okay.
In the third game, I did a really big misplay that like changed the game, because I had a Pumpkaboo with DCE and Silver Bengal on it, and I go to Night March, but I didn't know that Dimension Valley wasn't in play. It was Metal Shield or Metal Shelter, so I already announced the attack. I couldn't take it back because I could have retreated into my Mew EX and used Versatile and used Joltix Night March, but I already announced the attack, and it was Toad, so I really wanted to get that Toad out of there so I could Battle Compressor and play items.
Yeah, true.
Because after that, he played Lifesaving trump card, so all my Night Marchers went back in my deck. So that's the biggest misplay that I did.
But still, top 4 is pretty good still.
Yeah.
So congrats, sir.
Thank you.
So in your list, you decided to play the 4 Acro Bike. Why did you decide to play that instead of like Bicycle or anything like that?
Well, it was going to be 3, but before the event started, my friend that I usually trade with, talk to, he was running Night March like before in Delaware states, and he said that I should take out, because I originally had teammates in Xerosic for Toad matchups, and then teammates just, if I get knocked out, I get a Battle Compressor and DC or whatever I needed.
Yeah, true.
And he said I should take those 2 out for another Acro Bike and another Ultra Ball because I was only running 3 Ultra Ball and 3 Acro Bike. I'm really glad I took those out for them.
Yeah. So you played 1 Apollyon and 1 Archie's. Was that enough, or did you ever want like a second Apollyon or a second Archie's?
I did want more, like, before the event, but during the event I never prized both of them when I needed them. So
that's very nice.
that's pretty happy for that.
Yeah. So you played 1 Hard Charm. Why was that?
Uh, I was initially not going to play Hard Charm because I didn't really see any use for it, but then I actually used it and I was like, wow, it really helps. Because there's some times where I couldn't get Mr.Mime, and I was going up against, when I was going up against Manetric, they couldn't snipe, they couldn't do any damage to Joltik, so that helped. And I'd like to run one more, but I can't see really anything I want to take it out.
Okay, that's true. Now, in your list overall, is there anything you would change, or do you think the list is pretty solid?
I've been testing out new things. The Donphan matchup, if I didn't have any more Lysanders or Reverse Seekers, I could easily lose to that. So I've been testing with one more Lysander, just so I can have a better chance against Donphan. And I also been with the Night March, I can't remember who, but he ran a Bouffalant with derail.
Yeah.
I've been testing that out, and so far it's been working pretty well against size 2.
Yeah. Seems like a really cool tech that people are going to start playing now.
Yeah.
Okay, so why did you overall decide to play Night March for this tournament?
It was pretty cheap, and I was getting tired of using Toad, basically.
Yeah.
I wanted to use some sort of fun deck.
Yeah, that's very true. It's always good when a deck's cheap too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how many championship points are you at right now?
80.
80?
This was the first time I did really well at a big tournament.
Okay. Now, are you going to any more states?
I'm going to Virginia this weekend.
Okay. Now, are you still going to play Night March for Virginia, or is there another deck that's like piquing your interest?
I wanted to use Gardevoir and Fairies, but I don't really have the money for it right now. And I don't really want to get rid of my Groudons, because I want to test that out for next set. But I don't know. I might try Size Toad Bats.
Yeah.
So I was playing that. I was using that like a month ago at a league at a league challenge, and I got 3rd with it. So I might try that again.
Okay. So, do you want to give any shout-outs to anybody or anything?
My friend Austin Cook for being one to play tests against the most, and Jason Thunderberger for just being Thunderberger. My friend AJ Fraser, if he didn't let me borrow his computer search, then I wouldn't have been able to, because I only have one computer search, and my friend was borrowing it. So I needed to borrow it from AJ that wasn't able to go to states with us.
Yeah.
And then Justin Knowles for telling me to switch out the teammates in Xerosic for Acrobike and Ultra Ball.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for doing this, man, and good luck at states next weekend.
What was that?
I said, thanks for doing this, and good luck at states next weekend.
Oh, thank you.
Alrighty, man. Bye.
Bye.